home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You're watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Another week, another football matchup. We're in Detroit, Michigan, inside Ford Field, and it's time for a rematch of last season's divisional battle. Today, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Detroit Lions. Both teams have won their first games last week.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. On the return, here comes Tucker. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Let's look at the starting offense for the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns versus the Commanders last week, the most among quarterbacks. The O-line of this Pirate crew starts with Tristan Wirfs and Ben Bredesen, Graham Barton, the rookie from Duke, Royce Newman guarding, and Justin School, the right anchor. The back and receivers, the running back, Rachaad White, Trey Palmer, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, the receivers. Cade Otton is the tight end.
One thing about this guy is he epitomizes the word resiliency. After a promising start to his NFL career, he hit a major wall. I mean, he was essentially, Mike, discarded by the entire league to the point where many felt he was destined to just be a career backup. However, once he got that second chance, he took it and ran with it. Now that his career is back on track, he's tasked with leading this team to many more victories, and if he plays up to that standard, he's going to give him a legitimate shot.
Detroit's defensive starters. The D-line left to right, Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, and Josh Pascal. The 3 linebackers, Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell, and Derek Barnes. And the secondary, we have a couple of newbies right here, Carlton Davis, Lawrence Strickland, Brian Branch, and Terrion Arnold.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, Baker. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run with the third-year man. It's Rachaad White. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Here's the starting offense for the Lions. The quarterback, Jared Goff. He's 2-1 against Tampa Bay. Detroit's offense begins with Taylor Decker, Graham Glasnow, Frank Ragnow, the center, Kevin Zeitler, the right guard, and Colby Sorsdahl. The Lions' running back is David Montgomery. The wide receivers, Tim Patrick, Khalif Raymond, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Brock Wright is the tight end.
Right to the air, here's Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Let's look at the defensive starters for the Buccaneers. Kalijah Kancey is out, so C.J. Brewer is in his place, along with Vita Vea and William Golston. The linebackers are Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, Levante David, Yaya Diaby, and K.J. Britt. And now the secondary, Jamel Dean, Kayvon Merriweather, Jordan Whitehead, and Zion McCollum.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff to throw on first down. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Goff. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Lions will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
2nd and 7. They'll go again with White. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Mayfield. Oh! And he will score! Mike Evans! Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs take a 10-3 lead.
Buccaneers 10, Lions 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster, Trey Palmer. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Here's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one on target to Godwin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
That is caught. He got Godwin.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Baker gonna hand it to White. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with White. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, right back to White. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. So after 1, the Bucs have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment.
You're watching SpinoKing NFL Sunday.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run over center with White. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. Get this complete, right side to Otten. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll run with White. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Second down throw from Mayfield. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bucs move out in front by the score of 17-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, it's Dorsey. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Zion McCollum there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
1st and 10.
The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Baker to throw. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Godwin working the right side. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that one incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Baker. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 4th down, Mayfield. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. The give to White. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll try to run for it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. To throw is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. To throw is Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and the visiting Buccaneers have the advantage. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break.
SpinoKing NFL Sunday is presented by Madden NFL 25 by EA Sports, now available ready for everyone. By Mazda, move and be moved. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday, celebrating 30 years of the same game with a new attitude.
But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On second down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Lions first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff to throw. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. To throw is Goff. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will cut the deficit to 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On first down is Mayfield.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a give up the middle with White. And this will be a Bucs first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's caught. Trey Palmer. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Now it's White, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the end zone, but they can't get it. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And that'll set up 4th down.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The extra point is good. And the Lions are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. 'Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the sideline, he's got Evans. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Receiver in motion, going right. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give, and here's White. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here comes Otten in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send Evans in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
They'll look to set up the screen here. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
SpinoKing NFL Sunday is presented by Madden NFL 25 by EA Sports. Available now, rated E for everyone. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Inspired by Bucs NFL Sunday, celebrating 30 years of the same game with a new attitude.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no...
That one... Take it in! Mike Evans! Touchdown, Buccaneers! 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Nice first down pickup there by Sam Laporta, the second-year tight end out of Iowa. And you talk about having a breakout rookie campaign, Mike. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie at the tight end position is no easy feat. He kind of burst onto the scene as the Lions found themselves in the NFC Championship. I had a chance this summer to spend some time with him at our TEU, kind of our tight end only camp.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. To throw is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On first down is Mayfield. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion a tight end right. Baker to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Mayfield. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Throwing is Mayfield. Got his man at the 6. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Reynolds now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up. Now, Goff. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, it's White. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You've been watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.